Hello YouTube, hello TikTok, it's a boy Robasta Captain and welcome back to the Robasta Captain podcast. So guys, today I are going to do something different, and today I'm going to speak about my journey to learning a new skill. So that's the video title of today, my journey to learning a new skill. So hey there, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today it's a bit different. I'm taking you along my personal journey of learning a brand new skill, and I thought it will be cool to share the process with you. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you can follow more of my adventures and growth. So here's the deal. I've always wanted to learn graphic designing, content creation, and script writing. Yeah. So whether it is playing the guitar, coding, or speaking a new language, there's something magical about acquiring a new skill. And I believe you, in one point in your lifetime, you have always struggled to acquire a new skill, whether it can be learning a new language, maybe French, Germany, or such kind of language. Yeah. So I'm doing this for personal growth, and I want to show you that anyone can start from scratch to making progress. Even let's say you have a business, you can start from scratch, but eventually you will make progress by achieving what you wanted in life. So first thing you have to understand, when you want to start learning a new skill, you must set the stage. That's the first thing you need to do. So in this setting the stage, so here's the deal I've always wanted to learn. So let's say that's coding. So coding, if you want to learn coding, you must understand what coding is, have a background information of coding and understand it well. Understand how coding was developed, how it has transformed over the years, and acquire the right skills. And if you have the knowledge, the back-end knowledge, the front-end knowledge will definitely be easy. So guys, you have to choose the skill. So for example, you can say that I've decided to learn that coding. So you must have reasons for why you have chosen that skill that you want to learn. So have you ever, this question goes to you, have you ever had a skill where you always wanted to learn? Share in the comments so that we can interact well. I love to hear what each and every one of you, which skills you have wanted to acquire. So you have to set smart goals. In everything that you're doing, you have to set smart goals. Now I'm going to set some smart goals. Remember that specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. Your goal must be specific, 1, must be measurable, 2, must be achievable, and must be relevant and time bound. So if you have a goal, let's say you want to develop a business or learn some new skills, you must have some specific reasons why you want to learn that skill, and your skill must be measurable and must be achievable and must be relevant to what you want to do, and you must have a time frame. That's what you're saying, time bound. So for example, you must have a date. Let's say you want to learn a new skill today. You must have a starting date. Let's say today, this date, by next time I want to have achieved this goal. So that is what we call goal setting. So feel free to set your smart goals along with me as you progress in this video. So the next thing, you must know the learning process. Most people fail in everything they are doing because they haven't understand the learning process. I'll be taking you along as I progress. You'll see the ups and downs, the struggles and the successes that I have faced, and the ways that I've used to maneuver out of them. So it is important to remember that setbacks are part of the process. So embrace setbacks. They are lessons in disguise. So you must have the learning resources for you to achieve those goals. So I've gathered my my documents, my books that I'll be sharing via the link. So we'll have some courses, some tools to help each and every one of you through the journey that they've decided to take. For I will be going through the comment section and seeing each one of you the kind of skill they want to learn. Yeah. So there are many resources out there. So don't be afraid to explore them and find what works best for you. We have many scholarship opportunities. We have many scholarships abroad, internationally, globally, or locally. Explore those scholarship opportunities and find the thing that works best with you. So here's where I'm starting. I'm excited. I'm a bit nervous, but definitely I'm ready to venture into this thing. So let's go into the thing that I'm going to venture. So I'm looking forward to sharing my progress with you in future blogs about these things or these skills that we'll be going to learn. So guys, you must understand the skills. So let's say you have a skill like coding and graphic designing. So here I have a comprehensive guide to the symbiosis of creative and technology. So the first thing that we'll be going to look about in the coding and graphic designing is the introduction. And under the introduction, we'll be briefly introducing the importance of coding and graphic designing in the digital age. We'll outline the structure of the guide. That is in topic 1, that is all about introduction. Chapter 1, the synergy of coding and graphic designing. We will be explaining the symbiotic relationship between coding and graphic designing. We'll showcase real-world examples of how collaborate in web and app development. Chapter 2 will be focusing on the development of graphic designing. We'll be defining graphic designing principles, e.g. the balances, constraints, the hierarchy. We'll also be discussing the colors, theory, topology, and composition of it. And in chapter 3, we'll be discussing about graphic designing and software tools. So we'll be exploring the industry standards, softwares. We have things like Adobe Creative Cloud, Sketch, Figma, etc. So we'll provide tips for choosing the right tools for your project. Before embarking on a project, you must have the right tools. We'll be looking at it in chapter 3. In chapter 4, we'll be looking at coding essentials. We'll be introducing coding language. You know the coding languages. You have HTML, you have CSS, you have JavaScript, and we'll be explaining their roles in web development. We'll also be offering a beginner-friendly coding exercise. And chapter 5, we are going to look about the intersection, the web design. We'll be exploring how graphic design principles apply in web design. We'll also be discussing responsive design and user experience. That is known as UX experience. UX means user experience, and you have UI, which means user interface considerations. So in chapter 6, we'll be looking at visual storytelling through UI and UX. So we'll explain the importance of UI and UX design in user engagement. We'll also showcase case studies of successful UI and UX design. In chapter 7, we'll be looking at graphic design in app development. We'll be describing the role of graphic design in mobile app in UI. We'll be discussing best practices for designing app interface. In chapter 8, we'll be learn about advanced coding concepts. We'll dive deeper into JavaScript for interactivity. We'll introduce our frameworks and libraries. For example, we have React, Angular, Vue.js. And in chapter 9, we'll be looking at bridging the gap, developer designing collaboration. So under that topic, we'll share the strategies for effective communication between coders and designers. We'll discuss the tools and workflows that streamline collaborations. In chapter 10, we'll be looking at career opportunities and freelancing. I know each and every one of you have ever learned of I've heard of freelancing, a freelancer, those kind of jobs. So we'll explore the job roles in coding and graphic designing. We'll offer advice for building portfolios for companies, for your own personal good, and we'll be launching a freelancer career in the subsequent episodes. We'll also learn in chapter 11 the trends in coding and graphic designing, where we'll be highlighting the current industry trends, e.g. the dark mode, minimalism, 3D design. We'll discuss how emerging technologies influence both fields. In chapter 12, we'll be looking at challenges and future prospects. We'll be addressing the challenges faced by professionals in coding and graphic designing. We'll predict the future of these fields and their intersection. In chapter 13, we'll look at the resources and learning pathway, provide a list of recommended books, courses, websites, communities for further learning, which include coding and graphic designing challenges and exercise. In conclusion, we'll summarize the takeaways for the guide. We'll emphasize the continued importance of synergy between coding and graphic design, and under the appendix, we'll include coding and graphic design exercise for hands-on practice. We'll offer templates for creating your portfolio website. So under the reference, we'll cite academic sources, books, websites, articles used in this guide. And lastly, we'll thank the contributors, the mentors, and the resources that helped in creating this guide. That is you, listeners, and those people who, in one way or the other, have helped me in coming up with this video. So that's all for today. Stay tuned for the next episode, whereby I'll be updating you on my progress. Until then, keep learning and keep growing. And if you have any question or suggestion for future blogs, let me know there down in the comment section. And guys, I forgot to tell you that we'll be discussing these topics from topic 1 to topic 11 in subsequent episodes, whereby one topic per episode. So episode 1 will begin with the synergy of coding and graphic designing. We'll go to the development of graphic designing. So guys, stay tuned. If you have any question, comments, feel free to share there in the comment section, and I'll be viewing all of your comments. Thank you guys for watching Robasta Captain podcast, where we learn and grow and help. Thank you guys.